a brutally honest message from your person. And we clean the energy and we ask Archangel Michael to guide and protect us as we receive messages. Spirit, what is the collective's person's brutally honest message? We have the star. We do 4 cards. We do 5 actually. Spirit, what is the collective's person's brutally honest message? Thank you. Okay. You have the star and the Hierophant. Spirit, what is the collective's person's brutally honest message? Oh, that one flew out. Thank you, Spirit. The Ace of Wands. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the Five of Swords in reverse. One more, Spirit. Too many flew out, so. Oop, okay. One more, Spirit. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. The King of Wands is the last one, and I had gotten that last time, but it came out weird. I was like, oh. And then I did it again, and it came out again. So we pulled 5 cards. The brutally honest message from your person. The Star, the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, the 5 of Swords in reverse, finished off by the King of Wands. So their brutally honest message is the fact that you are their guiding light. I mean, the star, think of like the northern star, right? You are their guiding light in the darkness of life. The Hierophant, they absolutely want a relationship with you, if not marriage. The Ace of Wands, you spark their fire. Yeah, they're extremely attracted to you. And then the 5 of Swords reverse, they don't want to be on guard anymore. They don't want to fight anymore. They don't want any more conflict. They don't want the turmoil of their relationship to keep going on. And then it's finished off by the King of Wands. Yeah, they want to help lead this relationship into something that is strong. This is a natural leader. So this is actually a really beautiful, brutally honest message. I want to clarify the King of Wands. So let's do that. Spirit, please clarify the King of Wands. Oh gosh, a lot came out. This one popped out, so let's do that one. Okay, clarifying the King of Wands is the 6 of Swords. So depending on the context, it's someone walking away. But what they're saying with this context, because it's a beautiful message, is they want to walk away from the old selves. They're saying, I've learned my lesson. So in the 6 of Swords, you can see the swords in that boat. Those are the lessons that person has learned. Because again, this message is beautiful. They're saying that they want more with you. They're saying in reverse, the 5 of Swords, I don't want to fight anymore. This is a leader card. They want to lead the relationship into something healthy and beautiful. And clarifying the King of Wands is the 6 of Swords. So if you were asking, baby, how are you going to do that? This is their answer. I'm going to leave behind the things that have been weighing us down. Give us one more, Spirit, clarifying the King of Wands. Whoa. Thank you, Spirit. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, they want to rush in. They want to rush in. Because don't forget, we already have the Ace of Wands where they're really attracted to you. And then we have the King of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is clarifying the King of Wands. So yeah, they want to rush in. And they want to have an honest conversation saying, I want a relationship with you. You are my guiding light in the darkness of life. And the chemistry between y'all, it's cosmic. I mean, I can feel it. It's, obviously you have, but when you're so attracted to someone that it gives you chills, that's the chemistry between y'all. But it's real. It's not lust, if that makes sense. And yeah, I mean, that's really beautiful. I want to clarify the hair font. We're going to use a different deck here. Still the traditional arcana, but we're going to clarify the hair font. Clean the energy. Spirit, give us a card. Thank you. Clarifying the hair font. The Two of Swords. Yeah. So what was holding up, and as we already know, it was their past lessons was holding it up, but they were struggling between deciding of letting their ego being to the wayside and saying, okay, have I learned my lesson? Do I want to exist in my games? I hear that they like manipulating, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are just good at playing games. So clarifying the Hierophant is the Two of Swords. They were stuck between their old player ways, if you will, and choosing you. And give us one more, Spirit, clarifying the Hierophant. Whoa, hold on. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. The Devil. That's actually really lovely. Hi. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. I love you guys. The Devil clarifying the Hierophant. I mean, that's just confirmation on everything that Spirit was just saying. They were choosing between their old ways, right? So let's put it in the middle. Choosing between their old ways and having a relationship with you. And in this image, the Two of Swords, she's protecting her heart, right? Yeah. I'm hearing they were a player for sure. And they were good at it. Some people are just naturally charismatic. They were good at it. I mean, it's a really beautiful, honest message, if I'm being sincere with you. Like, they're basically saying, I want to grow up, and I'm tired of being emotionally immature. I'm hearing that they had the emotional maturity of a potato. No, I'm not doing Gemini. I'm doing your person's brutally honest message. You missed the whole thing. I'm actually about to end it. But the brutally honest message is quite beautiful, which is they don't want to exist in their devil energy anymore, and they don't want to fight anymore. And they're aware that they weren't choosing you, and they want to choose you. And I respect that. If you've ever watched any of my other readings, I usually say I hate them, I don't like them. This person feels sincere to me. And what I'm absorbing, I have a lot of respect for them. I'm going to tell you that right now. Let's get an oracle card. They want to say something. Oh, gosh. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. It's not that one. It's this one. Thank you, Spirit. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. You knew that, though. You know they're obsessed with you. You like it, though. I'm not mad at that. Give us one more, Spirit. I always say if you're not Gomez Adams, I don't want it. So I'm not mad at that. My best friend always says it's one of my red flags, but whatever. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. Yeah. Yeah. That was their devil. Do you see how tore up this person is? It almost feels like a child in the image. Their inner child. Don't come to my door right now. Let's do one more. Wait, there's one in reverse that stands out. Gosh. When they're flipped like that, it's them talking still. It says open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. Yeah. And it's, if you notice, that's the last one. So it goes from, why are they so scared to come forward? Let me see. Your chance. It's the only way to find things out and not. You know, I agree with you. Actually, let's ask real quick. I agree with you. I'm a Leo, so people not taking action drives me up a wall. So I agree with you. So let's ask for the collective, because it's a great question. Trying to figure out what deck. It's this one. Let's clean the energy. Spirit, why haven't they come forward? Clean the energy. Spirit, why haven't they come forward? Got the moon. That's hilarious. Something hidden. Give us one more, Spirit. Why haven't they come forward? Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles. They want to offer you everything, but there's something that they're hiding. What on earth? more that they're hiding? Because we already saw the devil. What is it that they're hiding? All right, let's find out. Spirit, please clarify the moon. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles. This is anxiety, sleepless nights, despair. Yeah. They don't know how to swallow their ego. They don't know how to come forward. Look how tore up this person is. Well, that's what we're clarifying. We're clarifying the moon. What is it that they're hiding? Because we already saw that they're struggling with their player ways, right? But they're choosing you. But there's something hiding here, and it's the fact that they don't like themselves. So to come forward would be more of swallowing their ego. But it's a different ego. Because I'm hearing like a small child. It's like their inner child. They don't feel like they're enough. But I want another clarifier for the moon. That's what they're hiding. It's not anything malicious. This energy doesn't feel sneaky or like trickery. I always think of a snake. It doesn't feel like that. This is their insecurities. And I'm hearing their insecurities. Okay, Spirit, give us one more clarifying the moon, please. Please make it clear and concise. Thank you. The sun. Yeah. They think you're happy without them. That's what it is. That's what they're hiding, guys. They think you're better off without them because they're nothing. That's how they view themselves. They stay up at night feeling like nothing. I always see a child with them. Yeah. It feels like, I put the oracle card back, but it's right here. This child really stood out. Do you see that? That's someone in turmoil. And it says it, turmoil. That's their brutally honest message, guys. It's actually quite sad. That's why they haven't come forward. Yeah. This is me talking now. I want to pull another oracle card. I want to hear from Spirit. What is it that you need to hear right now? So let's clean the energy. And this is just me being nosy, if I'm being honest with you. I wonder if it's someone I used to date on my Facebook page. Know who it is. Well, if you ask Spirit, hold on. If you ask Spirit for them to come forward and to make it clear, you'll get your answer. I promise you. Actually, be very careful with that request because you will get an answer so fast that you might regret it. So you can always do that. But I want to hear what Spirit wants to say to you. So let's get that. Spirit, what is it that you want to say to the collective regarding this situation? Thank you, Spirit. Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. This is how you see them. Because immediately the human in me was going to say, you feel like you're a victim in this situation. You feel like you're misunderstood, which is cool. I'm not doubting that, but that's not what Spirit is saying. Oh, yeah, I promise you. I usually say Spirit of the universe, whoever your God is, I promise you, if you say, make it clear to me, reveal this person, you'll get your answer. And I'm very careful with that prayer. Very careful with that because sometimes I don't want to know the answer. So, and that's why when you hear me do readings, I say make it clear and concise. So be careful with that. But going back to this, yeah. And again, it's a child in the image, y'all. This is them. Because again, the human in me was going to be like, oh, this is you. It's not. It's them. They're deeply misunderstood. And although sometimes there's a difference between people who play the victim and actually are victims. And I keep seeing a child. I believe they were a victim. I don't know of what, but they definitely were. I'm hearing they learned to manipulate because that's how they had to survive. And they are a lost soul. That's why they haven't come forward. Spirit wants you to know that. Oh, that's why. Thank you, Spirit. I get downloads. Spirit wants you to know that because you were trying to figure out, like, are you reading it wrong? You were asking for confirmation. And Spirit's like, no, you're not reading it wrong. That's what that is. His mom left him in Haiti, moved to a different country. Yeah, that's real trauma. That's real trauma. And I've been saying, I don't know how long you've been in the chat, and thank you for commenting. I've been saying through and through, I keep seeing a child. They feel unworthy as a human being, not just the relationship with you. They feel unworthy. And they really are lost. Yeah. You were asking Spirit, this is the download that I got. You were asking Spirit, why is it that I feel so connected to them? Why is it that, I have such a bleeding heart for them? And this is the answer, because you can see their lost soul. It does not know how to love. That's a great question. The image that I see is similar to this one right here. So like an 8-year-old. Yeah, the image that I'm seeing is like an 8-year-old. And if you think about the age 8, it's a very, very vulnerable age where you're aware of the world, but you're also aware that you're not capable, right? Because toddlers are a bit different. They're aware of the world, but they think they got it. That's why they're hilarious. Babies are oblivious, but no, I see an 8-year-old very clearly through and through. He's 50 now. Well, physical age and internal age. And I'm huge on psychology, so you don't have to believe me. Go Google, research. But what happens is whatever age trauma happened, this is me talking now, not Spirit. Whatever age trauma happened, you're stuck there. You're stuck there. We have all met 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds that are just infinitely an 8-year-old. So, and it's not an excuse, because I'm a huge believer of like, at what point do you take responsibility? But there is a level of understanding for those people, right? But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. That's the brutally honest message. My prediction is by the end of this year, you're going to hear some sort of confession, some sort of effort to move the relationship forward. This message is beautiful, but I'm telling you what I was absorbing and witnessing in the ether. Yeah, they're serious about you. Aw, thank you for commenting. Thank you for being here. I love all of you. I struggle to be on camera. I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos. I've said that many times. I'm uncomfortable with attention. So you guys being so kind and interacting with me, it does mean everything to me. So thank you. But yeah, that's my prediction. They're going to come forward with progressing the relationship by the end of the year. I keep seeing January 1. So that's the dateline that I'm going to give it. So thank you for spending time with me. I love you guys. And again, I'm grateful for you. Take care, y'all. Bye. Yes, I am louder now. Thank you. If you don't hear anything, is it not for us? I would say so. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. And thank you for commenting that I'm louder. I'm trying. And I don't have my mic, so I'm actually like, to me, I'm shouting. So if they don't come forward, it's your spirit guides and it's your archangels. Because honestly, my collective, y'all are loved. God doesn't play about y'all, right? Spirit doesn't play about y'all. Your benevolent ancestors, because all ancestors aren't good. The ones that are for your protection, they don't play about you. So if something has stopped the flow, that is for your protection. And something that I say to my kids, because frankly, it pisses me off too. When we ask for protection, it doesn't always look like how we think it will look like. So what can happen is this person is extremely serious in this energy, and maybe they get tempted and they fall into a direction that would mess up your path. So spirit goes redirect and protects you. So this energy right now is beautiful, but tarot shows you the path, shows you the timelines, right? But timelines can change. There's the butterfly effect is real. So if they haven't come forward, it's for your protection. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I cuss at my God and then I apologize because I'm like, this is some BS. You said this, this, and this. I thought they were the love of my life. But I always apologize at the end of my prayers. But I will say, circling back a bit, in those vulnerable moments where I'm mad with my God and the universe, right? And even my spirit team is what I call it. If I'm truly upset about something and it was important to me, I say, reveal to me why. I don't like this. Reveal to me why. And it's revealed to you. And I'm very careful for asking that because you'll get your answer. And you could say, reveal to me immediately. But even if you don't say it, you get it fast. And if you don't get it fast, it unravels and it may take time. And then all of a sudden it's revealed to you maybe like a year later, but it's so complex that you're like, dang, you saved me. Like the person I was just seeing, he was perfect. And out of nowhere, he dumped me. But you know what my prayer was the night before? I said, Archangel Michael, for your divine protection, I surrender my free will. Please reveal to me what truths what lies have been hidden from me and lead with truth. Because archangels can't intervene without your request. They can't intervene they can't intervene with free will. So you have to ask. The very next day, this fool dumped me. And then the more we talked, he started yelling at me. We were talking. So I was like, okay, well, what happened? Yelling at me. And the fact that I was inquiring more, he was aggressive. Yeah. And what's interesting was I think it was like 2 days before it was the first time me in his car, because I'm weird about getting in people's car. He's an aggressive driver. And that stood out to me. So if you ever want to look up red flags of people who are potential abusers, aggressive driving is one of them. And I don't just mean speeding. I mean like, and I said it to him a few times where he's like up on people like this. Yeah, I'm in Texas. It's a Texas style truck. It's beefy. It's huge. And I said it a few times. I was like, I don't feel safe. Can you stop driving like that? And I had that thought. I'm like, has he been hiding? Is he a potential abuser? And then the yelling happened over a simple conversation. Like, okay, well, is it something I did? Literally yelling at me. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael. You're in Texas too? Hi. Hi, Texas bestie. Because I know you love it as much as I do. But yeah, that was the prayer before. And I was mad. I still am because I liked him. But no, I grew up in an abusive childhood. I know the signs on top of my obsessive psychology research. And when I had saw that in the car, I was like, oh, that's actually what made me pray. I was worried. I was like, if a man's yelling at you for no reason. Hi, Georgia. I've never been to Georgia. I want to go so bad. I do. I want to go so bad. Something better is coming. I claim that for you. I claim that for the whole room. I really do. So 2026 is the year of the horse in Chinese zodiac, and it's a fire horse. So if you're a horse, and look up your Chinese zodiac sign based off your birth year. If you're a horse, this is your year, okay? A lot of people, depending on your sign, deep cycles of being less, accepting less than, believing that you're less than, will end. I do want to come to Georgia. I do. I'm trying to do better with my social anxiety. I'm very I don't think I'm awkward. People tell me I'm charming. Let me rephrase that. I think I'm awkward. People tell me I'm charming. So, I don't know why. So I'm working on getting over my fear of travel, which is actually with just fear of being around people at the airport, being around people on the planes. It's not travel, it's I'm working on it, y'all. Don't judge me. So, but yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you for chatting with me. And please look up your Chinese zodiac sign. Should I get this tattoo? Let's look it up real quick. That's not the deck I'm seeing with your question. Clean the energy. Spirit. My kids do that. They'll ask me, will my field trip be good? I like that. I like questions like that. Okay. Tattoo. got the King of Wands reversed. Impulsiveness. Haste. Are you being impulsive? It's not a no per se, but Spirit is saying you're being impulsive. So maybe think about that. Typically upright, this is a yes card. So I want one more for you. And my whole deck is upright, just so you know. So if it comes out reversed, it's intentional from Spirit. Give us one more card, please. Tattoo, no tattoo. Oh my gosh. That's too many, Spirit. There's too much going on here. We gotta do that again. Okay, give us one more card. Tattoo, no tattoo. Please make it clear and concise. That's from before. Clear and concise. What is happening? I got the Emperor. That's stability. That's discipline. I don't think you should get the tattoo. If I'm just going off the tarot cards, like not my opinion. Yeah, I can ask that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you got the King of Wands reversed, which is impulsiveness, haste. So Spirit is saying you're being impulsive. Please pause, think this through. And then we got the Emperor, which is a very stoic stability card, discipline card. So Spirit is saying be disciplined, which I imagine is a polite no. That's what I would take that as from Spirit. All right, last question would be the Christmas party. Spirit wants the other deck for you. Clean the energy. Please clarify. It'll be a good time at the Christmas party. Thank you. King of Swords. Give us one more card, please. Good time, yes or no? Christmas party. Please make it clear and concise. Thank you. No, it's too many. We got 2. We need 1. Spirit, please make it clear and concise. Thank you. We got a lot there. We're going to take this one. Okay. We got the King of Swords and the King of Wands. It's not, you're not going to have a good time. It's just going to be, because the King of Swords is like serious conversations and like just very cold energy. So it's not a good time, but it's not a bad time. You're just going to be like, you're going to feel dead inside. Have you ever heard that phrase where you're just like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? So not good or bad, just very cold interactions. And I don't think the people mean to be cold. They're just not interesting is what I'm hearing. At least that's how you'll feel. You'll feel like they're not interesting. And then we have the King of Wands. I mean, the King of Wands is, it's you in this situation. You're full of life. You're going to try to bring, you know, good vibes, that fire energy, because that's a fire card. But it's just, it's not your people. You want it to be your people is what I'm hearing, but it's not your people. So not a bad time, just not a fun time. Dang, my tattoo appointment is the 3rd of next month. Wow, spot on. Thank you for that confirmation. I mean, you can still get it. I have tattoos I regret. I'm like, I support bad decisions, so maybe I'm not the person to ask. I say that every time I run a race. So, you know, get it if you really want it. I mean, because again, the point of all this is to have a vessel for spirit, right? And then depending on the question to see what the timelines are. You still have free will. You know what I mean? Just pray for protection so that you heal safely. And I mean, I don't get any negative energy in terms of your health, but it's always good to pray for protection and just do as you please. You know what I mean? So you guys are great. I'm glad I went live. I was so anxious. I've been having a weird week. My ex-boyfriend is supposed to repair my car and he's being a douchebag about it. So I got on live and you guys are making me feel better. I really appreciate y'all. So I know you don't know who he is, but if you could send him bad vibes, I would appreciate that. I'm not being funny. So maybe like not death, but like just send negativity his way. How often you go live? Almost never. Should I start? I'm, again, I struggle with being on camera. So you let me know if you guys want me to go live more. I'm happy to be of service, and I'm willing to be uncomfortable to get comfortable if you guys would like me to go live more. But yeah, back to the ex-boyfriend. Please send him bad vibes. Thank you. The universe will handle him. Thank you. Also, I did some magic on him. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just mad. My magic always works. I'm just mad, because I'm very kind. You said heck yes. I'm very kind, and I mean, I don't know if you guys have any Leos in your life. We are ride or die. But if you take us for granted, you know what I mean? Please go live. I can start going live for you guys. Thank you for communicating that. I feel like I'm gonna hyperventilate, but I could do that. I could do that for y'all. But yeah. Okay, go live. Okay, I appreciate y'all. I'll start doing that. But yeah, he's dumped me twice. I like Shreks, so he's already out of line for that. I don't give men second chances. I'm already mad about that. And the fact that I even had to ask for help, because I did have to ask for help. And now you're playing with me. Yes, you're a Scorpio. Yes, we're identical in terms of our loyalty, and we're identical in terms of our wrath. That's yes, I identify very strongly with Scorpios. Yes, because you guys are, I mean, you guys are the Hades of the Greek gods. You're as loyal as they come. Sure, go for it. One more question. But yeah, his name's Enrique. If you want to add his name into whatever you're wishing bad on him, maybe send some bad wishes to his money. I like messing with people's money when they mess with me. So I appreciate y'all if y'all do that for me. I'm being so serious. I know I'm smiling, but I'm being so serious. You know, send Enrique some bad vibes. I want y'all to send so many bad vibes that when he texts me about my car, he'll be like, "Oh, so much happened." That's what I would like. So please be on my team. I'm a Gemini. Does anyone from my past want to be with me? Intuitively, it's an immediate yes, but let's get the cards real quick. I'll pull 2 cards. It's an immediate yes. It's a long time ex. Like someone from 10 years ago. Okay. Let's clean the energy. We clean the energy. We're going to do another protection. Archangel Michael, please guide and protect us as we receive. Does anyone from the past want to come forward? A lot, apparently, because that almost never happens. Okay. We're going to take from the very top of the deck. Yes. We have an Emperor and we have the King of Swords. Do you see that? What's her sign? The Emperor card is fire sign, so Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And then the Knight of Swords card is air, which would be what? Gemini. You're testing me now. Whatever other air signs there are. Aries, I think. Okay, so fire and air. That's what we're going to say as far as their signs. But the Emperor card, this is someone who is very stoic and stuck in their ways. Someone who, they appeared almost like an avoidant, right? In terms of like didn't show feelings and wasn't lovey-dovey. Yeah, there were times where you even question if they liked you. Like you knew they loved you, but you're like, does this person even like me? They were really disciplined in terms of taking care of like practical things, logistical things, like setting up dates, paying bills. So the person from your past, and I'm hearing very clearly 10. So You can go with 10 months, 10 days, but for me, I'm hearing years. So someone very, very old from your past who was the serious person. They weren't fun. They were just a very practical person. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is a rushing forward card. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's an action card. Yeah. I mean, we're still in Mercury retrograde shadow till the 19th. So Mercury retrograde ended, but we still have the shadow of it till the 19th. So I call them roaches. I don't know if your ex is a roach. I apologize. But the roaches can still come out. So just my 2 cents. But that was your answer from spirit. I want to see, hold on, let me put those back. At the bottom of the deck, which is what's hidden, which would be judgment. So they want to come forward because they want to not only start a new phase, they want absolution from the relationship. They want to make the meaning have, or the suffering have meaning. So whatever y'all went through. And I'm not hearing that it was like terrible. I'm just hearing they want to, have you ever heard of the sunken cost fallacy? They want to have, they want to make whatever y'all went through have meaning. I don't know if it did or didn't, but that's what's at the bottom of the deck. Today too. Okay. Yeah, no, it's spot on. And then at the top of the deck, is the Queen of Cups. I was reading as I was trying to talk, so I was confusing the words. Which is, I mean, that's a nurturing card. Yeah. I mean, the Queen of Cups has the biggest cups. I always say that out of all the 78 cards, because she can hold the highest capacity for love and for nurturing and healing. So this person wants to rush in, right? So we clarified who it was. They want to rush in because, I mean, it's the Judgment card. They want to make the relationship have meaning. They always felt like there was more there. Like you guys were supposed to be more was supposed to play out. And I'm hearing you thought that, but you never quite felt it. And it's because you could feel them, is what I'm hearing. So it's not that you disagreed, you just didn't feel it in your body, right? But you could feel them because you guys are connected. I will say that. There is a red string. I was saying earlier about why. Come back yet. Yeah, that makes sense. Saying earlier about. I mean, insecurities, yeah. Insecurities are real. Feeling small is real. They want to come forward with compassion, but also they view you as the Queen of Cups. You always held space for them. They always felt safe with you because they're used to being cold. That's normal. All their other relationships, I was going to say heifers, that's not nice. Them other people were cold and you weren't that. You taught them to love is what I'm hearing. Yeah. That's actually really beautiful. Let's get you one of these oracle cards for them, and then we'll be done. That came out right away. Let's see. Shallow, hollow, empty, boredom. You know what I'm hearing? Because the Knight of, what was it? The Knight of Swords, where they rush in. It's just going to hit them. It's just going to hit them when they rush in. It's not going to be like planned out. They're just going to be bored one day, and they're just going to be like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. That's what's going to happen. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool. One more. Whoa. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? One more, Spirit. Thank you. Time, waiting, cycles, moments. That's such confirmation. So it's a dual meaning. The first meaning was very, very clear, which is they're waiting for the right moment, and that's why the right moment's just going to be an impulsive one, because they're just two in their head, which would support the Emperor energy, just very, everything has order kind of energy. And then the other meaning is, for me, it's very much confirming what I was seeing, which is a very, very old person in terms of not age, but like far in your past. That's what I have for you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I love reading for you guys. I usually would just read for my loved ones. So thank you for allowing me to read for y'all. That's what I have for y'all. Please comment after too. I love hearing from you guys. And I had a lot of fun. You made me feel a lot better. Again, send bad vibes to Enrique. We hate Enrique. We need Enrique, but we hate Enrique. So, you know, appreciate y'all. And you know what? I'm petty. I hope, aw, you are so welcome. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Aw, I love y'all. My other wish, if y'all could do it, I hope he never finds happiness after me. I mean, like, I hope whatever bitch he's with after, he just sees my face. Have you ever wished that on somebody? I wish it on a lot of people, actually. I just hope he, with whoever he's with next, he'll just be looking at her and just flash image of me, like, like, yeah, yeah. I'm probably gonna do more magic on him. I'm pissed, y'all. Okay, bye.